My speech today is on grain-fed cattle, why it can be a good thing, but mostly why it's a bad thing. The references I used for my material is Karen Eisenbraun of HealthyTheory.com, Allison Aubrey of NPR.org, Elizabeth Passarella from TheKitchen.com, and Lori from LaurelOfLeaves.com. Grain-fed cattle is a good thing for supply and demand. They get fatter faster. They are ready for butchering only 14 to 16 months after birth, whereas grass-fed cattle take 4 to 5 years. However, grain-fed cattle get sick easier. They are given antibiotics for health conditions such as bloat, diarrhea, ulcers, liver disease, and weakened immune system. These antibiotics cause antibiotic-resistant strains of bacteria that stays in the cattle's meat. We, as people, consume that meat, and we get those antibiotic-resistant strains of bacteria in our systems. And that causes modern medicine to be rendered ineffective. Grain-fed cattle are given growth hormones as well to make them grow faster. Those growth hormones cause a whole lot of problems for us. The hormones get stored in the cattle's tissue and the fat, and when we eat the cattle, we get those hormones in our system. That causes us to age faster. It causes children to hit puberty faster. It causes more children hitting puberty faster, tends to lead to more teen pregnancies, which leads to more demand. Grain-fed cattle are less healthy than grass-fed cattle. They have 2 times less omega-3 fatty acids. They have 4 times less vitamin E than grass-fed cattle. Grain-fed cattle has a higher fat content, which equals more saturated fats. Some fat in cattle is good for marbling of the meat and making it look appetizing to us, but grain-fed cattle have a lot more than just a slight marbling of fat. Grain-fed cattle have a more acidic stomach and intestinal tract. Grass-fed cattle stomachs are neutral, and grain-fed cattle has a lot more acidity in the stomach and the intestinal tract. A more acidic stomach and intestinal tract favors E. coli, which we all know is not good for us. The acidity in the cattle's rumen causes a slimy film to coat the rumen. Cattle are gassy creatures by nature. Usually they let that out, and with the slimy film that gets created in their rumen, it causes the rumen to balloon out due to the excessive gas that gets trapped. If this isn't taken care of quickly, the cattle will suffocate because it'll collapse their lungs. The way that they treat this is to shove a hose down the cattle's throat to release all that gas that's trapped. I don't know about you, but I don't like things shoved down my throat. I can't imagine that a cow would like that either. So that angers me a little, because I believe that cattle are living, breathing things and should be treated with some modicum of respect. All in all, corn-fed cattle allows us to meet our demand for beef supply, because they grow faster, they're butchered faster, it's a vicious cycle. But the question that was raised is it worth the cost to the health of the cattle or to the health of us? Personally, I don't think so. the cattle get sick easier, which causes the meat to be unhealthy for us. There's, in my opinion, there's too many risks to the cattle, and there's too many risks to us, and I believe cattle should be allowed to graze on grass the way they were intended to do. It's healthier for them, and therefore it's healthier for us. Thank you.